What's up? Yo, we are going to talk about the PB Swiss screwdrivers. Now, I received these several months ago from Stewart. Thank you again. Wanted me to talk about this, and he has been kind of wondering why I haven't done the video yet, I believe, but that's because I wanted to test it. We can see now how kind of nasty. Do you wash your screwdrivers? I think I need to scrub my screwdriver, but I use it so much it's just going to get dirty right after I do it again. That's the one bad thing. Well, we'll just jump right into it. The bad thing is the red handle. I love the handle. I've actually been using this, as you can tell, since he sent them. I've started putting it into use pretty much immediately, and started using them. And I actually do like this better than arguably the best screwdriver, that being the Klein number 2 typical 4-inch blade. You know, we've done videos on this guy and the corresponding cabinet tip 3/16 flathead. But I also, in this video, do want to mention the Wera, because this is kind of the whole screwdriver video. And what I'm going to do now is put in a few clips of me actually using this guy, because what's the point of a screwdriver video, right? Is showing it in use. I will note before we get started that I'm not fond of the number 4. I call it the number 4 because it's got this big number 4 right there. Boom, number 4. And I try to highlight that in the clips. I am less fond of this one than I am of this one. So this one and the Klein 3/16 cabinet is now what I carry all the time. I almost never carry this in with me, for a couple of reasons that we're going to talk about. It's a nice screwdriver, but it's not quite right for my locksmith use. So here's all the clips of me using it, and I'll be right back.
I walked around the exterior of building 4. I think there's graphite on the ground in the rubble.
You didn't see graphite?
All right, let's start with the real problem. The real problem out of the Weras is this part right here. The diameter of that guy, while it makes a grate, I guess keeps it from rolling away. I don't often put my screwdrivers down somewhere where they will roll away, but I do often keep them in my back pocket. So as I put them in my back pocket, that high ridge and the handle shape, you want to see my butt? The high ridge and the handle shape of them, see like how they catch right there and kind of almost stick out. Now, I haven't honestly used them a lot because I've been busy using the PB Swiss, but I can already tell the few times that I have and I'm walking along, they jump out of your pocket. So if you're, going upstairs or something, the next thing you know, it kind of raises up just a bit, like right there over it, and then next thing you know, boom, right on the wood floor, and you don't want that. You don't want to drop screwdrivers on somebody's nice wood floor. Enter the PB Swiss tools. Now, these are much smaller. I'm going to hold it up to number 2. Look, it's a lot smaller diameter. It's more of a conical shape instead of having a cone and then a fat section where it goes out. It's more conical all the way down. Fits perfectly. However, both of these handles are exactly the same. If you compare it to the number 2 Phillips by Klein and the 3/16 cabinet is a smaller diameter. So All right, when you're back here and you've got your, can I look at my butt again? And then you have these, both of these PB Swiss ones in your back pocket. See, they go pretty well in there. All right, I have not had many problems with this one jumping out. But when you reach back there and you're like, oh, I'm at the door, I'm working, and then you reach back there and you're like, oh, I need the Phillips head. Oh, crap. Now, this one does have a metal thing, so if you were really careful, you could feel it with your thumbnail. Who wants to do that? Not me. So I'm gonna be reaching back there, you know, and when you put it back in, you might put it in on the other side, and then you go and you grab it out, and you're like, I needed the flathead. I didn't need the Phillips head. That's one bad thing about both of them. So that's why I'm using this and the Phillips now, because that gives me a very definite, different feel. The only bad thing about the Klein likes to jump out of your pocket too. That's one bad thing about it. And I'm always using it in my back pocket like this. So, okay, one more time. So I have not had any instances that I can recall of this one jumping out. Maybe if I'm doing a lot of stair climbing or whatever, and usually I'll have to like hold my hand on my butt so they don't flip out. This one is more likely the one that jumps out. Now, the difference between these two tips is let's flip it around. It's very, very different. And then all those little clips that I put in, I didn't really say much during them, but this is a little bit too wide. You know, there might be a 3.5. I think this is the 4 inch, 6.5. And they may make a smaller one. I don't know offhand. I haven't looked. I do like how it's parallel. It doesn't flare out. This one actually flares out more, but it's still narrower. That's not great for like quickset deadbolt screws and regular screws, but when you work on antiques a lot, which I do, this you can't beat this tip. This was pretty much perfect for using it on antique locks and other smaller head screws, because this one simply will not do trim screws like that, or faceplate screws, or escutcheon screws, or the decorative plates on the fronts of doors. It's just a little too big, a little too thick, and that's where this one comes in handy. So I've just gotten into carrying this one again. You know, if you're running across like a lot of, say if you got to do a bunch of old quicksets that have the old flathead hollow screw, and you don't do a lot of decorative, this one may be the better answer. But let's go get a flathead screw to show you what I mean. This is a common decorative head screw that you would find on the escutcheons. And see, it's too big for that. So this is pretty much useless when it comes to any antiques, because almost all of them use these tiny screws. And we get the Klein driver, and we will see that it goes in there perfectly. If I can hold it, maybe not perfectly, but way better than the other one. And while we're here, we'll take the, in case you do like Wera, this is the 5.0. 5.0 actually has those little teeth on there, so that's good. But it doesn't, it's a screw holding screwdriver. Look at that. Maybe I should try this one more, but I can't get over how wide this part is, y'all, for back pocket carry. And then you step down to what, 4.5? I think I got, what did I go down when I got these? 5.0, what is that, 5.0? Yep. This is a 4.0, but it jumps down considerably. So there might be a 4.5 that would fit it perfectly. But see, that doesn't even fit it perfectly, and it's a small driver. So just not fond of the Weras. The next thing I'm going to be doing a video on one day is this Impacta. I'm going to start using that because I've thoroughly tested this one. I have not whacked this yet, but this guy's right up my alley, the Impacta, a screwdriver that is literally made that you can beat on, because, oh, that's one other thing. it makes a fairly decent hammer. I gotta admit, that's one thing I love about this is it makes a fairly decent hammer. These did too. When they're new, it really depends on how well your rubber ages. The rubber sometimes ages soft and it slips down, or sometimes on drivers that you don't use a lot, sometimes it actually hardens up. So I guess it really depends on your temperature and oil that may have gotten on it. But this particular one's hardened up, but any number of them, the rubber will slip down over this. And that's not great. Don't have that problem here, but you do see the problem of it just getting icky. And I guess I'll clean it while I have it in there. But yes, we will be doing a whole separate video by itself on the whacking Impacta. Let me know in the comments what you think. Stewart, I do appreciate you sending them to me for testing. I wholeheartedly approve of this number 2 Phillips PB Swiss. I think it's a great driver, got all the requirements, long enough shaft, small diameter, round shaft, not hex shaft, a non-slip type handle. The only thing I don't like, at first when I saw it, I was like, oh, I like how the color. They could have gone black and I would have been fine with black. That would have been better. That's one bonus to that is you literally can't see the dirt's on it. I guess nowadays it's a bonus and a hindrance because you can actually see how dirty your screwdriver is and how icky it actually does get, whereas with the any of the black handle versions you just can't see that. So PB guarantee, PB Swiss made, not bad. I love the number 2. Probably end up buying more of these for my own use further down the road because I just like them that much. They fit pretty dang good in the pocket. But we went over the parts that I don't like about them. And I don't feel like, I know some people are going to be like, you didn't give Wera enough of a chance. Maybe they're just good bench screwdrivers, you know? Maybe they're just screwdrivers that need to stay in the shop, not like field back pocket carry, or even in a bag just for backup use, I guess. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. Again, thanks, Stewart, for sending them to me for the evaluation. I hope that satisfies your curiosity. My final result there would be, yes, aside from the gook on the handle, I think this is actually just as good, if not better, because it is sleeker than the number 2 Kleins. See, it's even sleeker. That's a big part of it, because you do. I personally carry it in my back pocket, so that's a big part of screwdriver use is how it behaves in your pocket, how you can reach back there and feel. That's it. Thanks for watching, y'all. Got any questions or comments, as always, post them in the comment section, and we will catch y'all next video. Screw this.